as you were saying, we have so much in common. It is just, talking with a friend. And it's so funny how, I can be the, imposter syndrome expert and then still catch myself saying just or saying, because we're always working through it.
We're always working. We're working. And I have a good girlfriend that we are like, she's basically like my sister. Like I don't have a sister, so she's my sister.
Yeah.
And so we've been going through a lot of our life changes together. I actually call her my manifestation partner because because we really are like, we try to keep each other like true to what our core is and like a vision for our life. And we want to have like, she's married too, and we want to have wonderful relationships with our husbands. And like, we have these goals that we can support one another in. But we try to work on terminology, just like we are working on terminology, and you're saying worthy instead of worth. No, you're worth. No, you're worthy.
Yeah.
I'm going to give her that one.
Please do, yes.
I'm passing that one on. And then one that we're working on is so I'm trying to break out of the linear thinking of like, this is how you progress, like in a straight line. Okay. Right. I'm trying to get people to understand they progress like this, right? In all areas, right? Mm-hmm. More dynamic, like in a circle. And so one of the things that we're working on now is we're always used to being like, I want to be a better version of myself. We're scratching that. We have scratched the better version of myself to a more whole version of myself. Oh. And this is what we're working on with each other this year. Like each year we try to shed some of that, like you said, that programming, right?
Right.
And here's that, like, I'm gonna be a better version of myself. And we're like, no, you're fine.
Right.
You're gonna be a different version.
Right. And
you know what I mean?
The difference is that you will be more whole. Oh, I love that.
Yes.
And that way you're giving yourself a gift, right? It's not you're improving yourself to impress somebody or be something, right? You are giving yourself a gift.
No.
Oh, I love that.
So I'm giving you that one because you gave me the I am worthy.
You're worthy. I have a friend who will say, don't talk about my friend like that when I say something about myself. Right.
I like that one too.
Right. When I'm like, I didn't do that thing because I'm always whatever. She said, don't talk about my friend like that. Right. And it's right. You wouldn't talk about somebody like that. And that's such a helpful framing to me because I should be my best friend.
I know, but we're not always. We are work in progress. I say I'm forever a work in progress, and I'm happy to say it.
Yeah. Yeah. I love that.
I told you at some point in time, I haven't got a chance to use like all the negotiation tips that I wrote down from our initial conversation.
Right.
Exodus, because like I talked to you, we had that and it was beautiful. I took all these notes there in a Google Doc. And then I ended up going to LinkedIn. So I did go to tech, but I was a contractor. And then I thought I was going to use all your notes to go full time, and that didn't happen. So I have yet to use. I can't wait to use.
I mean, you're using the mindset stuff. Right? There's pieces of it, right? And and even just in terms of what you're doing, with your channel and everything, just commanding a presence and saying, I'm contributing in this way. That's huge.
Okay. Yeah. Huge. But I still want to use that doc. See,
I
want to use the document.
I did all that typing. I didn't do all that typing for nothing.
I'm like, she spent time with me. I need to use these tools, and then I can be another one of your like success stories. I want to be one of your success stories.
I want that too. Yes. Yes.
And
and my hope is, I try to think about it the same way I think about, investing, right? They say that, when the market's down and people are getting nervous, whatever, you keep putting in because it's going to go up.
It is.
And so to me, I'm trying to think about this time in tech as like, okay, we're at this low spot.
Mm-hmm.
At some point we're turning back up, and I want to be ready for it.
And you want to be ready. I like that.
Right.
I like that because that's what I've been upskilling too. I think a lot of times it's one of those where I'm already 50. I don't see myself working much longer.
Right.
So there's only so much amount of 9 to 5 education that I want to, you know what I mean? Like upskilling that I want to do, because let's be honest, like
Right.
we're looking at the door, like the door is cracked. I can see the door down there.
Right. Well, and I won't feel that way about investing when I'm like trying to retire, right? Like if you're, when you're looking at long term, yes, long term it's going to go up. But if you're like, okay, I'm trying to figure something out in the next couple of years, let's.
It's a different view, and I'm more likely to like. I was like, okay, well, I can get certified for project management while I'm out, like while I'm looking or whatever, right? So at least that gives me a skill that I can it's multi-purpose.
Right.
And I can use it for something else, right? And that will get me to over the hump.
Right, right.
But we're not looking at starting another 10 or 20 year career. It's not happening. It's just not. It's not happening for me. No.
Hard pass, as they say.
I'm going to pass on that. I'm going to pass on that. Let me tell you how you helped me too. I haven't shared this with you, but I'm going to tell you. In that whole like boosting me up to like ask, for what I am worthy of being paid for this particular skill.
Yeah.
So I went through that whole thing with you, and then that was also, like I said, during the time that I was like, I had already manifested moving into tech from energy, all the, like I was on it. Like I was moving, right? Yes. And then you came, and I was like, okay, Jenée gonna get bold now.
Right. I love it.
So even though I've been out during this time, people like recruiters will reach out to me. This is where I said, Jenée, you didn't mess stuff up, team. That's all I'm going to say. They will reach out to me and they're like, oh, look at, you look like you'd be a fit. The DMs they drop you, right? We've looked at all this. We think you'll be perfect for some client, some agency or whatever. Girl, I write them back and I'm like, oh, I'm so happy. Like, so happy you found me. Let me tell you what I'm looking for. And if you have something that fit, then talk to me. And I'll drop how much I want. How I put it in an email or in the DM.
Why are we going to waste time?
Why are we going to waste time? Don't get me on the phone if what you are selling is not this.
I love it.
Girl, crookeds. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm serious.
Yeah.
But I am still, but the jobs, the positions that I'm actually interviewing for all fit those parameters. And I'm not having them come up every month, but I don't care because I don't want the other ones.
Right. And to be in a place where you are not compromising those things because you're not desperate to just get anything. You can say, well, these are the things that I will accept when we're making this deal. And if you don't have it, it's no deal.
So I was telling my husband, I said, okay, so it's been like 7 months and all this. And I was like, okay, I need to make some decisions. I may take a contract that pays less for like 3 months, right? To bridge, right?
To get to the next
bridge. Yeah. And do you know, he told me, he said, because we've gotten our visas to move to Mexico residency, like get our long-term residency, right? So do you know my husband said, he said, oh no, well, we'll just need to move to Mexico if you're going to have to work for less. Like he was like, I'm tired of them like trying to undercut, you know, because we have all these financial goals. Like I said, we're in our 50s, we're close to retirement. We can see the end, early retirement. You know what I mean? And then now all this stuff is happening or whatever. He was like, well, I guess we just gonna have to.
I love it. Lower those expenses. I love it. Oh, that's good though. Y'all are a team.
I loved it. I was like, I love you for that. I love that energy. Because he was like, if we have to, we will sell this house and we will move to Mexico. We already got our visas. He's like, they playing too much. Right.
But thank you so much. This was so fun. We definitely need to do it again.
I know. So
or just hang out.